Lisbon has its charms, its many hills, food, beer, art, beautiful people, and an African history. Hundreds of years ago, in this very city, on these very waters, African slaves were first brought to Europe.
The ships were mooring, and from the ships they were taking the enslaved and sending them to the house of slave about 2 minutes away from here.
This is Mackie. He runs the African Lisbon tour, an experience that traces the steps of African slaves in the coastal city.
I want to talk about this topic because it's something people don't like to talk about.
Back to the harbor. It's the first stop made by tourists joining Mackie's tour. And from here,
And we're not far from the house of slave. Also the slave markets. We try to show to people where the slave market back in the days were.
not all stops on the tour are as heavy as the first few. There's sampling some African food, drinks, and guided exploration of this neighborhood.
This is the neighborhood called Rocio, or if you want, Largo de São Domingo. Cabo Verde is the country that is more represented here. Guinea, Mozambique, you can have Angola.
Rocio is a predominantly African community centered around a historic church.
So in this church just behind, we have the church called Largo de São Domingo Church.
For some of our ancestors, being a Christian started in Portugal, and it wasn't a choice.
When people are arriving to Portugal, they have to be baptized. So they were baptized in some churches, or even sometimes baptized in Africa or in the ships. So this will be the sort of integration of black people in Lisbon.
Listen, this stop and the others that we have shown aren't the only reasons to visit Lisbon. The food, sights, music, and nightlife are. But during the turn-up, make a little time for the culture. If you need a guide, we know just the perfect person.